I'm Dale Pennington, owner of Centerburg Auto Parts. This is Terry Crow. We put on the car show at the park in Centerburg, Ohio, 2002. This is our first year doing it. We had 187 cars turn out.
We just do it for the fun of it. All the proceeds go to the community. It's most generally the third Sunday in May. Like I said, we're pretty dependent on the weather, but it cooperated today and we had a good turnout, and you know, we do it every year, so next year come on down and have some fun.
I'm Jim Fields from Delaware, Ohio, and I bought this car at auction about 2 years ago. It's a 58 Olds, 4-door, hardtop, 88. It's all original paint, original everything. It's in great shape, no rust on it. It's got 112,000 on it, and I drive it a lot, and it drives like a brand new car.
My name is Tony Curtis. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. It's a 57 Olds 4-door with a post. The 3 windows, which is only an Oldsmobile thing. The 57s for Buick or Chevy did not have that. The Super 88s would not have a post here. The Super 88s would just have straight windows all the way across. So when you lowered the windows, it would just be one great big open area. Well, we've got the post. These are the original colors. It has been repainted once, but pretty much that's the original color, and what you see with the red accent stripe on it. It's not the original carburetor. I've got a carburetor to rebuild for it yet. And it's a 391 V8 rocket engine. It's a 57 Olds. Vacuum fuel pump, and the vacuum lines just going everywhere.
Todd Compton, Howard, Ohio, 63 Corvette split window. Has been through the NCRS flight judging and did receive its top flight award in June of last year. We've owned this car for about 5 years now. It's a full frame off restoration. It is an original motor and transmission car, a matching number car. It's a base motor of 327, 300 horse.
I'm Mike Bernard, live in Cardington, Ohio. Owned this car for 4 years. So far I've done all the interior work, motor work, transmission, drivetrain. It's a 350 original motor. It's been bored 30 over. Yeah, I totally redid the interior. Used to have a bench seat in it, and I got original buckets in the console. Just pretty much on the weekends. Never take it out in the rain.
I'm Gordon Davis. It actually belongs to my wife, but we're from Mansfield, Ohio. 1951 Mercury, 110 horsepower, flathead engine. It's original. The car's original. It's been repainted once. We knew the people that bought it in 1952. We're the third owners. Something a little different. It has electric door locks on the rear doors, which was nothing back in them days. It's Ford flathead. That's an original engine. 110 horsepower. It's got, it's been bored 30 over. We have, people always say air horns. They're not. They're vacuum horns on the hood, and they are functional.
What accessories did it come with? Did it have the visor and the horns?
Hardly anything, but when you buy them, all the accessories used to come from the dealers, and you could have them put on. And my wife and I started our married life with a 51 Lincoln that my dad had bought brand new. And basically the same car. The Lincoln was a little more plush, a little more horsepower, but same accessories except for spotlight. It's what we call the suicide doors. The air can catch them and pull you out if you got a hold of it if you're running fast, but this one does have electric door locks, which is not in the original equipment. Well, we probably go to 2 or 3 shows almost every weekend. I think I put almost 3,000 miles on it last year. But we don't go real far, you know, we don't go out of state much or anything.
My name is Bob Taylor. Got a 1964 Super Sport Chevelle. That's the first year they made them. And I live in Alexandria, Ohio. I've had this car not very long, but I've done a lot of work to it since I got it. Went through everything on it, new wiring, harness and stuff, but I got it almost up to where I want it now. Got a few things to do, except you're never finished with a street rod. I drive it, well, the weather hadn't been real great here lately, so it's been sitting in the garage a lot. I like to drive, it's a good driver. It's a good street machine, so. Okay, it's a 390, a 67 390 cubic inch engine, running about 425 horse. The interior's all been redone. New carpeting, new headliner, everything's been redone in the front. This is the first show for it. First so since I've had it. Next year I'm gonna get it painted and it's gonna have ghost flames and probably about the same color.
I'm Gary Harris and I'm from Lexington, Ohio, and it's 55 Chevy here. When I bought it, junkyard wouldn't take it, it was so bad and stuff. People laughed at it, said it'd never be done, and this is 5 years later. I just got it finished up. Put new quarter panels on it. I had to put a whole new front end on it. Rear quarter panels took one whole winter to put 2 new quarter panels on. Had to put the motor in and all the interior seats. Kids had sat in the barn for 30 years, and kids had jumped down on top of it in the barn and bent it in. And we took and pulled it all back up out. I like bright colors. You can see it when it comes down the road. Fine car to drive and everybody likes it.
I'm Danny Streeter. I'm from Galion, Ohio. I'm driving a 57 Chevy 150 four-door sedan. It's a 6-cylinder stick-shift car. I got it 4 years ago in St. Louis, Missouri, and it now has 99,000 original miles on it. I'm the third owner, and I retired 2 years ago, so this is my daily driver. This is what I drive every day. Yeah, I've got 3 57s and 2 56s and a 55 and a 56 Olds four-door hardtop. The original interior was getting wore a little, so I had the new seat covers and put in a thing and carpet and headliner and stuff. It's got the original door panels, and basically the car is pretty much original.
I'm Kenneth M. Corral from Sunbury, Ohio. And this is a 1934 Plymouth Coupe. I had a car like this in 1949. It was pretty much as is. I put the new white walls on it. It's got what they call suicide doors on it that open back. It had a low profile for in the 30s. They had them with rumble seats, but this one's got a trunk in it. I drive it around. In fact, the only shows I go to is the ones I can drive to.
My name's Fred Lawson. I'm from Mount Vernon, and I've been there quite a long time, about 30 years. And I put this car together. It took me about 3 years. I took it off the frame. It was quite a chore. We rebuilt it from frame up. Well, me and my boy put this car together. He helped me, John Lawson, he's my boy, and we had it down for about 3 years, and we finally got together, and I want to give him the credit too, because he helped me put it together. We did new upholstery inside and put a new top on it. It's got new front fenders. Everything been re-chromed. The motor's a rebuilt 327. It's got a 4-speed in it. Notice the gold downdrafts. You don't see them on the cars too much, but I doubt if we'd ever sell it. We'd probably let my boy have it when I get tired of it, if I ever get tired of it.
I'm Verlin Place, 74 Pontiac Granville, convertible. It's all original, a little over 34,000 miles on it. We enjoy it a lot, have a lot of fun with it. We belong to the Vintage Auto Club in Delaware. I call this a flagship Chief Pontiac, and I usually have more flags on it than I've got on it now.
Hi, I'm Jim Coyer, Centerburg, Ohio. This is a 66 two-door coupe, Fairlane 500. It's got a 390 big block in it. Very nice car I just picked up. As you can see, it's black with red interior. I've always liked the Fairlanes, and it's one of my dream cars here. The other one you're looking at is a 63 Fairlane, 4-door, pretty much all original, 260, 2-speed automatic, and in excellent shape. The 66 came from North Carolina, so it's pretty much a rust-proof car. The 66 I've only had for a couple months, and the 63 here, I found it in New Albany, which is in the area, and I've only had it for a couple weeks, but I like Fords. I'm a Ford person, so I've always been in the Ford family.